Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Queen Vi's Reality Talk. I'm your host, Queen Vi, alongside my co-host, Mr. Hakim BornJust.
Hey, peace, Queen. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Even in spite of all the rain and the body aching. Oh, I
Oh,
hate the rain.
Lord.
Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, me too, man. I am feeling it. Like somebody done put the boots to me.
And so I said, oh, and it's supposed to rain. I'm looking at the weather. I thought it was supposed to be clear Sunday, but I'm seeing rain all the way up until about Wednesday. I don't know how bad it's going to be, but oh
Okay.
gosh, I'm trying
Got
to
Easter
brace
plans?
myself. I'm just gonna cook, some activities with the children. Even the big ones look forward to it. So, they still gonna do the Easter egg hunt. Then, I got the grandbabies. It's gonna be their first Easter. And that's really it. Just family time, you know.
That's what's up.
That's,
Sounds like
mhm.
sounds like y'all gonna have a great family affair over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna see who last minute gonna be start calling me saying, "Oh, I know you're doing something for Easter. Can we come? You cooking?" I know it's about to start because it's only a couple of
Mm.
days. Um, but hey, I enjoy spending time with my family. No drama, and it just be always a good time. So,
That's what's up.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's important, man. To get that good time in. Um, Good times are becoming fewer and far between, and cherish these families. Cherish your family. What we got them. You know.
yeah. That's what I tell people all the time. And instill these traditions um, in your children so they can grow up and continue to do them. Make sure they're traditions where it's really about the family time. It's not about buying stuff. It's not about all the money you got to spend. It's the actual quality time of it. So that's very important.
Facts. Um. All right. Real quick, a little bit of housekeeping. I am being notified that Facebook um has had some issues for the last 2 days. So let's see. We're having an issue going live and face on our Facebook pages. And I just fixed it. Okay. All right. So for those who are listening on the Queen Vi's Reality Talk Facebook page, you should be live with us now. Yep. And I just verified it on my phone here. Yep. Okay. We're back in business, Queen.
Okay. Is it the reality talk or the business and
Well,
the
it
business
was
page?
both. It
Okay.
was the Reality Talk group, and I just fixed that. It was the Queen Vi's business page. I fixed that, and then the Reality Talk podcast business page was giving me a little bit of a fight, but I got it.
Okay. See, that's just this. Listen, this the man to be the having the on the team all the time. Cause that's one thing about it. You gonna get it right. You gonna fix it. Okay. Let's see. So, but how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. No complaints. You know, Nobody gonna give a shit. But yeah, it's the weather is kick. I ain't gonna sit there in front. Weather is kicking the teetotal shit out of me, and but I'm hanging in there, and I'm here. I hear you didn't get that. Hey, Queen, we got to cancel message.
No.
I'm, I'm I'm hopped up on Tylenol and goddamn any other witchcraft I could throw together to get me through this shit.
Oh yeah, you was fighting. You was like, rain kicking my ass, but and then I just start boom, 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 saying all the promotion and stuff going on. I said,
Yeah, it was a
okay.
it was a rumble. It was not. I'm here though. I'm here reporting for duty.
And that's what's important. You're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So what do we got going on today?
Okay. We are doing our monthly Q&A session, where we're just going to be answering some questions, giving some advice to those who may have written in and asked for those things. So I'm ready when you are.
All right. Okay. The first one is from Fee from Raleigh, North Carolina. Fee says, "Where did the loyalty go, y'all? How do you deal with betrayal without being vengeful? I am all about the get back and spending blocks, but I really don't want to do that. Please help me understand this whole mess with these dog ass niggas." Well, damn.
Okay. It's still some loyalty out here. I'm not gonna say nobody's loyal or nobody's faithful. It is some out here. Um, the problem is, unfortunately, some people only realize the ones that's not loyal is after it's already happened. They ignore certain red flags, that kind of show like, I shouldn't trust this person, or oh, this person isn't ready for this, or um. So I mean, that's the main part of it. But they're out here. Unfortunately, it's
Mhm.
not as many as it used to be. But uh, whew, that's a tough thing to deal with. But your get back should be removing yourself, not letting them have access to you ever again. That should be your get back. Because that's gonna hurt them more than anything. Um, because if they still have access to you, that means they have not learned their lesson, and until somebody teaches them their lesson, they're going to continue to do it. So,
Mhm. Yeah, your get back should be moving forward, moving on, finding yourself, healing, and being ready for when that next blessing come through. That's your get back. All that other
mhm.
extra spend the block shit, it don't mean nothing. Because at this point you just doing it just for the sake of doing it. It may make you feel better, but at the end of the day, you're still going to have that pain and hurt and a hole in your heart. So you
Yeah,
putting your energy, you're letting your anger, which is a fair emotion to have after someone betrayed you. Listen, I'm not gonna say it bullshit you and tell you I'm not all about revenge and a get back because I am. I am not above that. Um, I'm not gonna sit there and try to pretend like I'm holding it out. No, I have done some fucked up, disgusting things to people that hurt me, from big infractions to little ones. But as you get older, you try to find other ways to handle things, and it's a part of growth. I'm not even saying forgive and forget and all that other bullshit that people be talking about because I don't do forgiveness either. What I'm saying is refocus your energy. The best way to start the healing process is to accept that you were betrayed. You know how to deal with this person now, and it's time to move forward.
yeah, because the old me would have gave you a list of things to do. But like I can say, when we get older and we experience things, we go through life, and uh, it's especially when you have things to lose, then if you do certain things, it'll come back, and then you're the really one that's going to suffer and lose because the consequences to certain things is just it's not worth it.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. As you
see,
get older, you got more to lose.
yes, see, we're maturing more and more every day. You know?
Yeah, because the more shit you got to lose, you know, the more you got a better understanding of how, hey, you got to move a little bit different, right? And that was
Yeah.
the toughest conversation I had to have with myself. Like, okay, I got kids. I can't move around like I was in my early 20s. Motherfucker did me dirty. Okay, I got to suplex him in the middle of the street now. No, you can't do that shit no more. You know, people tell you a good jail sentence will learn you. Motherfucker got me straight real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Um. Okay. This next one is from Miss Aisha Campbell from Greensburg, North Carolina. First time writing into you guys. What is the quickest you've ever let someone move in while you were dating? I'm
Mm.
asking this question because I'm faced with this situation and I'm thinking about doing it. We've been dating for a year and he needs my help to move in. Yes, he is working. He's a good dude. I'm just confused if I should do this or not.
Oh, so basically she want to know that it's a year too soon to move in. Um, see, you know what you're ready for. If it's something you're not ready for, then I wouldn't advise for you to do it. When you're moving with somebody, y'all intertwining y'all lives. Um, y'all around each other a whole lot more than probably you was before. Um, make sure y'all have that conversation if you are going to do it. Like rules, what's people responsibilities? I mean, is y'all habits different? You can't have somebody that like to stay up all night and bump music and somebody that got to get up super early in the morning. Like you got to make sure y'all can mesh well. And also, I can't stress this enough because a lot of people they move in with people and they still be stuck on that mind things. You have to understand that it's going to become both of y'all's if he's moving in with you. So y'all might have to alter the rules of the house a little bit. It all depends. And then you also have to realize that that's a big step because if it doesn't work out, um, he has to move out. So that kind of put him right back in that same, I guess, situation with him needing a place to stay, and then it gets messy.
Mm,
Um, so you have to make sure you really know this person. You want to make that type of commitment with this person. Y'all mesh well together because just know, depending on how much time, I mean, you could be with somebody for 5 years and not know them completely because they're always changing and evolving. But how well do you know this person to move in with each other and start combining, finances? I don't know what future stuff y'all talking about. Like, make sure this ain't no quick ride, before y'all start. That's a big commitment.
right. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Tia Lockett who just joined us. Uh, yes, a year is too soon. We really don't know that person. I agree. And here's the other part.
Hmm.
She says dating. I ain't hearing nothing about relationships.
Yeah,
I ain't
same
hear her
here.
say my man. She ain't say my man. She ain't say none of that shit. She said dating. If
And,
you
and you
still
know,
dating for a year, then what we talk about?
right. And that's what I be trying to explain to people too. It's not how long y'all been together. It's like, has it progressed? What y'all have accomplished together? What y'all bond together? Everybody faithful? Open line of communication? Like, it's how good that relationship is. When y'all do have an issue, are y'all able to, communicate and do the problem solving steps to fix it? Um, that's yeah, moving in is a lot, especially if you're a person that like your space. Um, yeah. Um, but yeah, yeah.
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. First of all, I ain't dating nobody for no goddamn year. If we ain't got the,
Y'all ain't figured out by
if
now.
if we ain't got that shit figured out in 3 months, then we're in a full blown situationship at that point. Let's just be friends with benefits because how do you date? I
I
guess
wouldn't.
that's yeah. I guess that's the my hang up with this whole thing, the lack of perspective. But no, even if you were in a relationship for 1 year, it's still held to the no. The fuck? But what's
And
happening is she's being a rescue ranger. He needs her
hmm
help. She's helping.
yeah,
And I'm all for helping your mate, but all help ain't good help.
right.
That means
And I
he.
always no, go
Sorry, go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, and I always say when you take certain steps in a relationship, or when y'all get into one, since y'all just dating, but when you are in a relationship and you're going to take certain steps, let it be because it's naturally happening. Now y'all being forced into a situation that y'all probably wouldn't even been entertaining living together if he wouldn't need your help. Like I would not let somebody move in with me because of the situation that they're in if we wasn't already having that conversation and working towards that already. Because it's like one of those things like, okay, will he think, that much of you that he wanted to be, living with you and building the future with you if he didn't need a place to go? Because
Mm,
why doesn't have any other options? Where's his family, any siblings, his friends? Why don't he have anybody else that he can choose to move in with? Dig deeper. Is it a problem why he don't have anybody else to kind of, you know, to lean on?
yep. Um, Shout out to Barbara Phillips. Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome.
Um, Tia Laka says exactly when he no longer needs that help, he may drop her like a hot pot.
Mm.
And Barbara Phillips says that part. Let's see. Lachey King says no fucking way. Somehow I knew she was going to say that. Um, all right, this next one is from Tamika over in Trenton, New Jersey. We don't got a lot of Trenton people. Spread the word over there, Tamika. She says, "How do you prevent self sabotage?"
Oh, counseling, being honest with yourself. You have to be able, you have to really think when you're trying to do, and it could be in relationships, it could be with jobs, it could be with friendships, you know, you have to really think and you have to first go to counseling because you need to know what your fear is. Why are you, or your reasoning to why you're self sabotaging? Um, you know, and you have to be able to notice when you're doing it because sometimes people realize it once it's already done or it's already in the process. It when you start having them thoughts, when you start second guessing, or you're repeating those behaviors when you do things, um, that's going to cause an issue. Somebody they meet somebody and it seems like it's too good to be true, and they start doing little toxic or being disrespectful or, just little things in a relationship that because you rather, if it's going to end or go bad, you rather it be you than somebody else doing it. You rather be the one to hurt the person instead of the person hurting you. Because for whatever reason, you don't feel like you deserve it,
Mm,
so it's that the counseling, that self-love. If you're a person that self tongue twister sabotage, then you have to get yourself together before you start moving to do those things because you're going to continue to do it. You don't get to the root of it. Why don't you think you're good enough? Why do you not think that you deserve these things? um you know it's certain things, past trauma, that puts people in that certain headspace. So when you start loving
mm-hmm.
yourself, you start treating yourself better, um, then you'll start picking better. You'll start accepting the better that comes your way, and know that you fully deserve it. You know. So,
Yep. For me, it's this good old, my story. It's lack of knowledge of self. When you don't know yourself, you already are sabotaging yourself in everything you touch. Um,
mm,
I wish you would have gave a little more clarity into what type of sabotage you're talking about, because we can
right.
sabotage ourselves in multiple ways. Um, some of us have some character flaws that creates problems in our lives, and we block blessings and we lose out on shit. Some of us are needy as fuck, right?
Hmm.
And when you're a needy ass person and you're scared to be alone and you're scared to do things on your own and you're scared to put the proper energy into yourself and you jump in from one situation to the next, you're already fucking yourself. It's just a matter of time before the bottom of the boat fall out and it's
Yeah.
sharks all around you. You have to put the work into yourself. When you have knowledge of self, you will think better, do better, and be better. And you won't have to worry about sabotage because every step you're going to be taking is going to be in the benefit of yourself instead of the sabotaging of yourself.
Right.
Okay. All right. This one is from Miss K from North Philly. And she says, why is it so easy to give advice but hard to take your own? Shit, girl.
Ooh. Um, because it's not that people don't know what they're supposed to do. um, they have a hard time acknowledging, like, wow, this is like I'm giving somebody advice on what to do, but it's me too. Some people don't want to admit their flaws, their mistakes, the bad sides, to them, or even acknowledge that they have a problem with certain things. So it's easier. It's like you're talking to that person, but you're talking to yourself too. But just like with anything else, you have to be willing to listen. You have to be willing to acknowledge it, to be held accountable. And a lot of people can't hold accountability because in order to correct something, to fix something, to apologize for something, you have to acknowledge, hold yourself accountable, and then make that change. And some people, um, they know what has to be done and they know why, but just doing it is just, and it's different sometimes when it's you and your feelings, your emotions, your life is, um is on a line, like you're too close to that situation. If you're not a person that can't remove yourself from it and just look at it head on, then it'll be hard for you to do.
Uh, well, I can only speak for myself. I try to speak from a place of lessons that I learned, past mistakes, past achievements, L's and W's. Sometimes, yeah, I will go against my own advice and go a completely different direction because in my head, okay, I've got a workaround. I know I shouldn't deal with this person anymore because they're a piece of shit. And if it was anybody else in the world dealing with this person, I would say, hey, don't fuck with them. They're a piece of dog shit. But I'm going to keep dealing with this person because I have something I got to get out of this person.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So I will have a situational awareness type thing where I'm going to call an audible on my normal behavior because I have a purpose. And that's one of the things I learned to do young, move with the purpose. Every single time that I didn't move with the purpose, it blew up in my face. And y'all done heard me say on this show a lot of times, I don't take a lot of L's, but when I do, they be big as fuck. And every big L is because I didn't move properly. So when you're giving advice, or at least when I'm giving advice up here, I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to myself. When y'all hear me fussing and cussing about the goofies, the toxics, I'm talking to myself because there are toxic people who come and go in my life, and I know somebody got to go, somebody got to stay. So yeah, it's always going to be easy to give advice that you don't even apply to your own life because think about it. How many of us are really looking inward on anything?
They usually say it
Some,
after the fact.
yeah. Some of
Listen
some
to
of
y'all
us
gut.
some of us will grab the water hose, run down the half a block, and put out the neighbor's fire while we got a fire in our own kitchen. Because I don't want to deal with the goddamn fire in my kitchen. I'd rather deal with your fire. It's too much work. It's going to require me to self-reflect for me to take my own advice. That's a toxic trait. We got to overcome it. All of us, including myself, because I have my moments. Let's knock out
Mm-hmm.
a couple comments here. Regards to our last topic, our Barbara Phillips says, "I don't want no man that can't take care of himself because what happens when you need him?"
Mm-hmm.
Over on the Facebook page, Letitia Banks says, "Yeah, Hakim, why do people give advice and don't take it?" Well, you know what? You, mm, mm.
That sounds personal.
Katrina
Sounds
Collins
direct.
says, right? Katrina Collins says, lots of folks giving advice these days. You know what? The two of you, mm.
But I'm gonna add on to that about the lots of folks giving advice. Now, certain people you should not get advice from. Now, what my thing is, when people go to people for advice, look at the people you're getting advice from. It has to be somebody who's dealt with it before. It has to be someone that has common sense, critical thinking skills, um, that has your best interest. Think when you getting advice from somebody, because if somebody don't got their life under control, can't nobody tell me that person can't tell me anything about what to do with mine. Um, and like you said, a lot of times I give advice based on experiences, what I may have seen, what I may have been through, the different things, ways I may handle it. But but some of y'all just be talking out your ass.
Oh yeah, here's a boy. When you said that, some of y'all be talking out your ass. The little man inside my head start wrecking everything. You start flipping tables and shit. Ladies, I need y'all to hear me because y'all got a goddamn problem. It's a lot of y'all, not all of you, but it's a lot of y'all. Y'all keep sharing in your feeds and your stories these goofy ass niggas sitting in the car with the big beards or sitting in the chair with the big beards giving y'all 15, 30-second sound bites. Just to find out later on that these motherfuckers are toxic as fuck. You will take advice from anybody as long as it fits your narrative. Y'all make me sick. Y'all make me fucking sick. I
Listen.
still sick. To help me understand something, Queen. Why? Who in the blueberry fucking hell would still be sharing Derek Jake's shit on their social media? Who?
Listen, like you said, sometimes people share stuff that they may agree with, um, not necessarily going through. But sometimes when you listen to, you may not agree with everything they say, but you might agree with that particular thing that they say. Um, but then again, and they're gonna do it because get somebody up there that look like something, spitting a little knowledge. Um, but I do think when they give those advice, they should be you know, more detailed. Like If
Yeah.
this is how this man's supposed to treat you this way, but you got to be this type of woman. This woman's supposed to treat you this way, but you got to be this type of man type thing. Not just because, some of y'all think,
I I had somebody, they were telling me their situation. I gave them my perspective, gave them a little bit of game. I don't know if I agree with that, high cap. That's what you just hard on people. Okay. 2 weeks later, they're sharing that dude who talked real slow, and when you got a man and did it with the beard and the ball cap, saying the same fucking thing that I said. And I commented in a story like, yo, didn't I just say that to you 2 weeks ago? Yeah, but you just angry. It's you angry, grumpy dude.
mm,
So I guess I got to get me a big beard with a ball cap, and you'll listen to me then. See, this is why y'all hear me say it's absolutely okay to evaluate and outgrow some of your friendships. Because here's something we got to be honest with ourselves about. We love, care for, and appreciate some stupid motherfuckers sometimes.
whew, mm,
And we got to be honest about that shit. Everybody got a stupid ass friend or two or three
and
or 50.
be condoning a bullshit too. They be condoning
Yes.
the nonsense that come out of their mouth or the things that they do. And me, I'm the type of person, it doesn't matter who you are, how I know you, how long I know you. I'm going to tell you like it is because clearly some of y'all don't have any real friends or nobody that love y'all because they just have y'all out here acting a fool and justifying y'all behavior. And I always say, you don't have to be right to have a whole, but like these influencers, you don't have to be right. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to really have a clue what you're talking about. You just gotta have other people that think like you think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're an ass and you think like an ass and you got 100,000 followers or a million followers, that is not because you're right. It's because they think like an ass too. That's all.
Man, I give up. Okay, we got a couple comments here over on the Facebook business page. Maisha Hakim gives great advice. Y'all stop hating. Thank you, Maisha. Cat Collins says never sharing none of them niggas. Lena Lane says I need people to stop listening to these influencers. Their men, women ain't doing half the shit they say they're doing. Exactly, and most
Mm-hmm.
importantly, it's content to them. They understand something. Case in point, Kevin Samuels. Everything that made him go viral had nothing to do with any of his training, his professional experience, everything. He figured out the secret sauce. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to pretend to help people by giving them, AKA, the hard truth. Now, it was lopsided because he figured that there's a manosphere and a bunch of black incels out there who were looking for their goddamn black version of Andrew Tate. And he said, let me fill that void.
And he figured right.
And and he did it. And that was the sauce. And then he goes viral. He making money, talking about how I value men and you shouldn't be fucking with this person, that person, and how he died. What was he fucking with?
Mm.
So, and every single person who I saw that ever interviewed him, they all said the same thing. He wasn't like that in real life. This was just content. It's called COE, content over everything. These niggas be on here faking it. They don't live that shit. He snatched himself a big booty nurse out of the bar, took her home, and caught a heart attack in the ass. So come on, man. Okay, we got some comments in the group. Tialaka says Derek was a joke prior to his story really unfolding. You just had to pay attention.
Mm.
Even the Kevin Samuels guy, and we see what happened to him. Yeah. Uh, Barbara Ann agrees. She's laughing. Tia also says, I'm the type of friend I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. Me too.
Right.
Antoinette Maribel says facts. Tia Lockett says exactly. Yeah, man.
Hmm.
Gotta be careful who y'all listening to. Fucking son walking up on me telling me about some shit he saw on TikTok and it's you eat apples, it's secretly stabbing you in your tongue. I said, boy, get the fuck out of my face. When you eat pineapples, it stabs your tongue. Did you know that? I said, did you know you stupid? Get another blood test. Get your ass away from me.
Yeah.
All right, this one is from Marquita from West Philly. It says, how do you get past a 17-year long relationship when you have three children involved? How do you move on and start fresh?
Um, the way y'all communicate and the reason why y'all be civil towards each other, um, is because y'all have kids to raise together. I mean, what people start to realize is you got to be cordial, be respectful towards each other. You know, you ain't gotta be, buddy buddy and still friends and hanging out and going out. You're co-parenting. So y'all, both of y'all common thing is y'all want to do is to raise the kids, let them see, y'all still respecting each other and knowing how to treat each other. And um heal, because I don't know if she's talking about what she say move on, like going into another relationship or something. Make sure that you're really, because whether y'all getting back together or not and being over someone is two different things. So make sure you're over that relationship. Give yourself some time to heal, get yourself together, and then you can, get back out there. But the main thing is for those kids to see you guys still getting along, respecting. It has to be boundaries. I don't know what's the cause of the end of it, but remember, whatever you had going on with it, like I tell people all the time, I could be cool with anybody after we break up if you ain't do nothing. If we just ran our course and I'm just over it, I'm I don't have a problem with you. Whatever problems we had was relationship problems. As long as once we're no longer in a relationship, you know, I don't have any problems with you. You're not my man anymore. So any issues I had with you as my man is no longer. Um, and so, but yeah, that's a long time to be with someone. So it's going to take some time because that's, at one point in time, that was your life. Everything you did had that person in mind and your children in mind and the family aspect in mind. But gotta focus on the kids. Y'all gotta take all that. If it's, I don't, like I said, I don't know why the relationship ended, but whatever issues for that or problems y'all had in that relationship, y'all gotta put that to the side because, it's those kids. Even if y'all agree to do some family counseling, how y'all
Hmm.
interact from now on is supposed to be about your children. Not
Mm-hmm.
about his feelings, your feelings, who he messing with, who you messing with, none of that. The kids. What's the
Yeah, that
girl Tiara from Love and Hip Hop? For the kids. For the kids.
well, I'm you just reminded me of something. The 17-year mark, and you guys are you should get counseling post marriage counseling because after
Mm,
17 years, it's going to be ugly as hell. It is
mm,
absolutely okay and logical to get post marriage counseling so you guys can learn how to deal with each other um, and you get a roadmap on how you're going to navigate some things with along with your children. I'm gonna come at it from two ways, ladies. You got to focus on the healing aspect, less about the why you broke up. Because once you decide it's over, it's over. It's when you have to now focus on the right now. Because you know what happens? Every argument, every conversation is about what that motherfucker did that caused you to
Mm.
leave his ass or to cause the breakup. That little dirty bitch at the job with no edges, you called him fucking. You found out about. Right? Them ass and titties in his phone that you when you went through his phone. You're going to be so stuck on the hurt part, you're going to forget to focus on the right now. I got to take my life apart and restructure it because it's just me and the children. It's no longer us
Mhm.
and the children.
Right.
It's hard.
Mm.
It's easier said than done. I get that, but you got to do that because
Take time.
the more hurt you're going to go through, and you are literally stuck in a time warp because you're reliving the pain over and over and over. Every time you argue with this motherfucker, you're arguing about something that already happened. Once you made that decision, okay, I'm done. You got to find the strength and discipline and say, let me focus on me.
Yeah. Cause then you can't move on.
Yeah. Because let me tell you,
And,
as a former toxic person, oh man, we gonna drag these conversations out. Every time you talk to us, we begging, or if we see that we get any emotion out of you, oh man, that's a chance to get her back because she still cares.
y'all notice every side chick that Hakim talk about ain't got no edges. Every time he mention a side chick, she never got no edges.
Because they got good pussy
Wait, first of all,
and they got fatter
so
booties.
so you can speak for those women. I can't speak
It's,
for them.
it's
I
God's
only speak for
practical
me.
joke. It's his practical joke. And them chicks with teeth missing and look like they got hit in the face with some crime. Yeah, they the ones that niggas is cheating with. Why do you think these weird looking people are getting pregnant? It's God's
It's the
practical
weird.
joke. Why you? It's just like these ugly ass dudes. Dudes who look like they can fucking shortstop alligators in the face. Y'all letting them bust in y'all, shooting up the club. Y'all getting pregnant by these goofy looking niggas.
Listen.
It's the age of the ugly, no edges, onion underarms, weed smelling, musty nigga.
It's those ones that are desperate and willing to put up and deal with anything and settle for anything, and including being the other woman or the other man.
Listen, I'm all for the whole there's somebody for everybody,
Mm.
but I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Pay attention to the memes you see. Because that meme that says y'all talking about y'all want a bad bitch, show me your baby mom. Everybody ain't got the discipline to not jump at the first piece of ass that looks good. All brothers ain't got that discipline, and they're crimes of passion. 17-year relationship, the chick at your fucking job, she ain't as pretty as your wife, but it's the ass is just big, and she's willing to give it to you.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
the
I be seeing
equivalent.
some of these
It's the
comments,
equivalent
people in these
of
comments.
it's the equivalent of the Brinks truck falling over and a bag falls out in front of you, scoop it up, jump in your car, take it off. Same thing. Them dust bunnies is getting knocked up. It's for a reason. And y'all know who they are. Everybody knows a couple of them. So, but back to this, we done got sidetracked.
Mm.
I spoke to the ladies. I want to speak to the dudes. 17 years is going to be hard for men in their own individual way because you know what our prime concern is. Who the fuck you got around my kids? So
Listen.
For the
Make
ladies,
sure he's there. Make sure he's around those kids, and he won't have to worry about who else being around the kids. And yeah, that
yeah,
is God's main concern. But
good.
my thing is,
Well, that's the second concern. The first concern is who she fucking, because
Nadia,
that's been my pussy for 17 years. So now I have to deal with the
was
fact. Yeah, I have to deal with the was. That's hard for a brother like me because that's when all my toxic and psychotic side then fell out because okay, I ain't done with you yet. so I'm sorry, Queen, my toxic side fell out. Let me tuck it back in.
right.
But
Put that motherfucker on a leash or something. Lock him away.
that's our man, especially those of us with a strong ego and a lot of machismo, and I'm a dom, so everything's mine. Everything's my property. That's the way my brain is wired. So for me to let that go, it's going to take a bit. And I'm saying this from experience. Um, that hey man, when it's over, some of us brothers is like, oh, I still love you though. I don't give a fuck. I don't want you no more. What? I better not catch you with no niggas. They did if you do. You gotta get that shit in.
Yeah, they gotta say that. They gotta say that. And first of all, ooh,
Then
almost
we gotta.
I had a
Here come the
flashback
stalker
here.
shit. Here come the
I was
stalker shit.
been there,
Oh my
done that,
god.
experienced all of that. But at the end of the day, when I say I'm done with you, I am done with you. You can't persuade me. You can't make me give you another chance. You can't tell me that I've changed. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do right. No, you had all this time to the time that you had to do that has passed. You don't get a second chance. You don't get to um uh show me you can do better. I don't care about nothing you're saying. It's going in one ear, out the other. That's if you still have access to me to be able to communicate with me. You can do you can talk the crazy. You can talk about what you're going to do to yourself. Because if you're going to do something to yourself, I can't silence you all that.
I'm gonna kill myself if you don't take me back.
I've been heard that. I said, please just make sure you do it in that time that your body could be gone before my kids get in from school.
Oh man,
It's not going to stop
yo,
me. You're not going to. I mean, you did the stalking thing, but I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to let anybody from my past interrupt my present or my future. It's just not happening. You know. It's ooh. I
um,
won't. You taking me down memory lane. You rather make me say some things.
yeah. Let me try to reveal too much. Um, let's see. Let's get to some of these comments. They back it up on this. On Facebook, the Facebook Queen Vibes Reality Talk page. Hezzy Rockefeller, what's up, Hezzy? Says for the kids. LOL. Preach, Hawk. She gonna become very bitter and resentful, and he's laughing at the God's practical joke. Um, Lena Lane says, "Damn, she ain't even say bull cheated. She needs to find inner peace. Don't entertain any arguments and keep your private affairs away from him." That is
Yes.
sound advice until that nigga's driving by looking for
Mm-mm.
your car at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Listen, is she right? I'm gonna keep my business. If you decide that you want to stalk, pray, investigate what I'm doing, when you find out something, go ahead, hurt your own feelings. It's not gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing, but you can go ahead and hurt your own feelings if you want. Because
Mm-mm.
had him talk with them kids and say, listen, you don't gotta answer no questions that daddy asks you. You know, make sure because oh my god they will try to pull information from your children during a visit. Let your
I
kids
ain't never did that. I'm so thankful. And my It's crazy because my youngest son, he would just volunteer. Hey, Dad, guess what? What happened? Oh, such and such. I don't want to hear that shit, boy. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Mm-mm. No, listen. Look, what
Um,
goes on in this house and what's going on with us or mommy's business is mommy's business. Daddy don't need to know mommy's business, and I do not want to know daddy's business. If
my
it's not
son was
concerning the kids, I don't
my
care.
son was a hater. Little motherfucker used to call me and knock on her door while she got company.
Oh, mm-mm.
I said, "Daddy said," I'm like, "Yo, oh man, toxic, toxic, toxic." I'm not sure if I read this already, but Tia Lockett says to move on after a 17-year relationship. Focus on you and your kids. Is supposed to be. It will be. Sweet talk with Auntie Sugar. Hey, hey, says
Hey.
silly. She says silly. Tia Lockett said no lies being told. Auntie Sugar says no. What? Say that again. Everybody's laughing. I think Auntie Sugar called me a weirdo. And Barbara Barbara Phillips says, "Yup, because when I'm done, it's only when many chances have been given." Tialaka says, "Your membership has expired." Sweet Talk with Auntie Sugar says, "Yeah, you may get access to me, but I'm good. Let's just move on." Yes, I agree. The past is the past. And Tialaka says, "Interrogating a kid is crazy." Yes, it
It is.
is. It
It
is.
is.
And
You
you
know
know
how much
what?
it took me not to go down there and knock his damn head off when I heard that?
And
But then mommy would have been acting a fool in front of the kids, and mommy don't do that.
because when I was young and I was on my toxic vibe and I was dating women you know, who fresh out of relationships, sometimes currently in relationships with their baby
Mm.
dad or whatever, husband, boyfriend, whatever you got going on, their kids used to rat. And I always said, I'm never going to be that guy who's going to interrogate my kids to find out what their moms is doing. Because my other thing is, if you don't want me, okay, you don't want me. Let me just bounce. Let me just keep it
But you
pushing.
know,
I'm not going to stay where I ain't want it.
right. But that also goes with making sure, paying attention to what you're exposing your kids to, because your kids should know all your business. Everybody that you meet is not a new uncle or auntie or daddy's friend or mommy's friend. Like, they don't need to know everybody, especially if you're dating, you're getting out there, you have kids. Everybody should know where you live at. Everybody should have been in your home, and everybody should have been around your kids.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I definitely whew. All right, next one, next one, next one. This person wants to because damn, all my shit about to come out. Um the next one, this person wants to remain anonymous, and they says, "How do you find a good man without lowering your standards, yet not settling? I'm sorry, not setting the bar too high." Oh boy,
Wait.
let me
She
read it
want a
again.
good man. Okay. Okay.
How do you find a good man without lowering your standards, yet not setting the bar too high? You know, already fucked up with me. I'm about to tear your ass
Okay.
up.
Okay. First of all, if you looking for a good man, he's just that. I don't know how would you be settling if you're looking for a good man, and those qualities of a good man is just that. Um, I don't know how she will be settling just to find a good man or setting the bar too high, unless she's talking about um financial stuff and superficial stuff. Because sometimes people got this list that's so unrealistic. And get me and being how you look has nothing to do whether you're a good man or not. You know, your financial status. Now, how you handle your finances is a different story, but. how much money you have, as far as, you wanting somebody with six figures, and you work at Taco Bell. Like, I can see that is setting the bar too high. Too high. Your expectations have to be reasonable, but I don't understand what she mean by setting the bar too high or settling. I think a good these qualifications is make this person a good man. Um, and if you find somebody with those characteristics and what you're looking for, then that's a good man. If you putting too much, like I said, on the superficial stuff, the looks, um, you know, the looks and the income, just you want somebody that came already built. They don't have no work to do, and they just quote unquote perfect. That's the only how I can see you could be setting it too high. You know, And so some people think nobody's supposed to have any type of flaws or nothing they have to work on, or um, you know, unrealistic expectations. But mm-mm-mm.
Every time I hear a woman, especially the ones I know, who I know are intelligent, and I hear them say, I'm looking for or I'm trying to find a good man, I
Go
want to
ahead.
punch myself in the face.
Because what they supposed to do?
Focus on you and he'll find your goofy ass.
Yeah, I know
So
how
let me
Tim
ask
about to
you
go off
something.
when he start talking
Let, let,
slow. When he start,
let, let
mm,
me ask you something, Quink. You got male friends, male relatives, right?
mm-hmm,
Some of them are single, right?
mm-hmm.
How
Yep.
many of them you know or you ever heard say, I'm looking for a good woman? Have they ever said it to you?
A small percentage.
Very, very small, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because anybody who understands what love is, powerful relationships, great connections, good vibes, good vibes is easy to find. But strong foundations, you can't go find that shit. It's a space, it's a time, it's a presence, it's tangible. It's every fucking thing. You can't go find something like that. You got a better chance of taking your ass over to Chester or Harris Casino and come back a millionaire. In this day and time in the world of social media. So while you are looking for this good man, your bank account straight, right? All your bills is paid. You up. Everything else in your life is so great that you got the time and energy to go looking for this special motherfucker. Y'all got to fix your focus, because what happens when you go a looking? You're gonna come back with all kinds of dirt. How many goofy ass niggas are you gonna go through? You gonna get your pussy stretched out by just for you to realize that, okay, I tried, and damn. Now all the tread is off the tires. You done got the lining knocked out of that shit because you looking. And you know what y'all do? Y'all get on social media and y'all post all the shit that y'all hate about toxic niggas. And you know what the toxic niggas do? They know what uniform to throw on
Oh, that's what I'm about to say. Anybody can look good on paper. You actually still
there.
have to really get to know. I mean, you can only wear the mask for so long before the true you comes out. When you put yourself in a certain situation with somebody, you're gonna find out exactly who they are, or um, or see them interact with other people. Because that's a mistake people make too. Y'all know about their past relationships, and you be like, "Oh, that was her. It could never be me. He wouldn't do that to me." No, it's a pattern. That's what he do. That is in him. Um, so y'all gotta stop ignoring these red flags too. When y'all do see it, because
No,
y'all
they
let
don't.
certain things
They never
outweigh it, like
ignore.
overshadow
They
it.
never ever. I can't wait to hear one of my female friends tell me how they saw the red flags and they said, "Nope, I moved on." The first one. No, it takes 15 goddamn flags. Well, everybody deserves a. I gotta find out. Everybody makes mistakes. Yo, when do you got damn time to be fucking around with mistakes when you trying to find love? Make it make
I
sense.
know. When I'm in the dating stage, when I see that red flag, I be like, look, this ain't gonna work out. You know? Let them know right now, this ain't gonna work out. You know. Um,
Hey, look, if you know me, you know I will cut your ass off as quick as coochie hairs. I have zero tolerance. Look, I know what I want, and I know when I want it. If you ain't it, you ain't gonna be around. You are going to be my homie and my friend, and you probably won't even get no dick. I don't have
probably. You
time.
said probably.
You probably won't even get no dick in the deal. I don't have time or the energy to waste time and energy. I got goals. I got shit that I'm trying to do for myself. I got health conditions and concerns that I need to put my energy into. I don't got time to be looking for something as special and amazing as fucking love. How the fuck do you find that? Is that underneath or beside the goddamn pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Because you got a better chance of joining Lucky Charms to find a fucking pot of gold than you do going out here in these goddamn internet streets and these goddamn dating sites. Can we finally agree that Plenty of Fish ain't the place to be going looking for love? Are we there
First of
yet?
all, we agree. Now we've been agreed on that. This is
Okay.
don't.
No, this
This
ain't
time
for, this ain't
I
you.
we was.
This ain't for you because you finally tapped out.
Oh, okay. Because I'm about to
Yes,
say it's been years.
you you put up some resistance for a couple years, but
Just a couple.
there is some of you who are listening, and I see every last one of y'all monk asses who are still on Plenty of Fish talking about I'm looking for love. I got a girlfriend who found somebody and they got married. Everybody got one. So when let's talk about the other 150,000 that just I remember sitting in a federal halfway house coming out of prison and them showing me Plenty of Fish and how easy and gullible the girls are.
Mhm.
Dudes in jail are talking to girls on Plenty of Fish because they are vulnerable. They're looking. When a man sees that you're looking, they hear you say you're looking, you know what you are? A mark. Now the snipers are loading up. They on the roof, 4 blocks down, looking at the scope. Now the problem is, you got snipers and you got hunters. The hunter is messy. The sniper's going to come, take you out, have a good time, dick you down, and send you on your way. At least you had a good time. Some of y'all don't know the difference. Stop looking. It pisses me off, and and it hurts. It hurts, especially the intelligent women that are saying this shit. All right, let me
You
move
got
on.
me think. You got me thinking about life after lockup um on WeTV where the person meets somebody in jail and they about to come home. They had this whole relationship with them and they come home thinking they're going to change and they're going to be a big happy family. You know, got a couple so far success stories, but
Hmm.
other than that, is oh, I thought you was going. You sold me a dream. We had all these plans. You said we're gonna get. No, he needed somebody to kill time while he was in there and send him money. And there's a couple of females up there too, but that's a guilty pleasure of mine because I just be waiting for the other shoe to drop. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, it's one thing to complain about people who are treating you bad. There's another thing when you lay on the table and wrap yourself up and gift wrap for them to use you. Don't put yourself in these situations.
Mm, mm,
Change your
mm, mm.
perspective. Fix your focus. Um, this
Okay,
next one is from
next.
Toya. How can you tell if you are the negative, toxic person in a relationship? Here we go.
How can you tell? Are you are you starting the arguments? Are you being unappreciative? Are you the person that always got to get your get back or your payback, or it's easy to tell. Are you the problem? Um, how can you tell if you're the negative person in the relationship? Because you're always being negative. You're always starting some shit. You're always doing something, and it's unwarranted. It's at that. Mm, well, that's an easy one.
I, I'm with the queen. Are you the person who's starting the shit? Are you the person who's never have anything good to contribute? Or look at your past fights and disagreements and look what was the cause, right? There is, hey, I disagree with what you did, I disagree with what you said. Then there is that, hey, you went and did something that caused me discomfort and pain.
Mm,
Where are you on? Which side of the fence are you on? If you keep finding yourself over on the side of being the shit starter, yeah, you're the toxic person. You're the negative person. And I'm
right.
glad I'm glad Tori asked this question because believe it or not, a lot of folks don't know if they are. There's a lot of you toxic ass people walking around who don't understand themselves, and you're just fucking up from relationship to relationship, friendships, relatives, every damn thing you touch turns into shit.
And when somebody
And you
tell you
want,
about yourself, you think it's an attack. You think somebody
yeah,
they don't like you. They got something against you. No, they trying to get you to see that you have an issue so you can fix it. Because if you don't see it as a problem, then you ain't gonna do nothing about it.
yeah, you have to do some self evaluation and say, hey, I didn't handle that right. Nobody's right all the time.
Right.
Everybody makes mistakes, right? I said something this morning to someone that I realized I was being toxic and I apologized because I'm trained to monitor my moods. I felt bad that I allowed myself to go there, but
Hmm.
I was in the mood. Some days I'm an asshole and I work real hard to not be that way, but we all fall short. But when you do, you have to be able to catch yourself and say, yo, I fucked up, my bad. I didn't handle that right. You got to be okay with doing that. That's how you pull yourself out of that toxic sphere you're in and focus on positivity. It's called build and destroy. You build on the negatives. Sorry, you build on the positives and destroy the negatives. And you got to have the power in yourself to refine yourself. You got to get that bullshit out of you. Or you're going to end up being alone. You're going to find yourself going from relationship to relationship because ain't nobody going to want to deal with
Hmm.
you. All right. We done. Let's see. Okay. All right, Queen. Here's one. This one is Mark. He says he's been talking to his girl. Okay, Mark, listen, bro, you ever write any again? Keep it to one short question, no longer these 4 hour paragraphs. Um, he was asked the question. He's passing on to us. Make a long story short, he says a year into a blended family, this happened. The kid told the woman that you're not my mom. How do they handle this? So basically, he's dating a woman,
Hmm.
and his kid told her, "You ain't my mom." So they're trying to figure out how do they handle that.
Uh, yeah, first of all, had that conversation with that child. No, this isn't your mother, but this is an authority figure. This is someone that I mean, because they said I mean, they've been um they said blending families for a year now. You know,
Hmm.
she's not coming in to replace your mom. She's an addition to the family. Someone else that's going to help care for you, someone else that's going to be there for you, you know, that type of thing. I think also the two parents need to have a conversation with each other, and if possible with the mates too, so they can all be on the same page, and so they can have this conversation with their children that just because the parent is dating someone else is not to replace the mom or the dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where mommy and daddy is no longer together. Daddy is with such and such, mommy is with such and such. We are here to care and love you and help raise you and take care of you, you know. And and hopefully it's not at the hands of, the mom, because sometimes people are still so bitter, and when two people broke up and they have kids, you got the mom or the dad, you know, not over it, and it causing issues. Oh, you don't got to listen to her. That's not your mom. You don't got to listen to him. That's not your dad, type of thing. So I hope that's not a situation, because kids repeat stuff. When you tell a kid something, it's set in stone. Oh, you ain't got to listen? Oh, okay. Oh, and she better not say nothing to you, or he better not be telling you what to do, type of thing. So I think the parents, along with the mates, need to be on the same page, because, like I said, that relationship is dead. It's over and done. People are moving
Mm-hmm.
on now. When we
Yep.
make decisions as adults, we need to also make sure we have certain conversations with kids. That's why I always say, whew, counseling is a must. Anytime I'm going through a big thing that's gonna change or alter my children's life in any type of way, oh, we're gonna have a counseling session. Because I want to make sure you're adjusting to this, or I want to make sure you understand what's going on or why this is going on, you know. Um, because sometimes as adults, most times as adults, we just make um decisions, not realizing how it's going to affect the children, the ones that have no say so, because they just going along with what the parents are doing.
Yeah, for me, it's about having a united front. Y'all
Hmm.
all sit down together. You have a conversation with the kids. Um, the kid need to see that everybody's on the same page. Let me say this to y'all. When it comes to raising children nowadays, we're at war, parents. All right, these little sons of bitches, they are plotting against you. They're trying to work around you. They are doing everything in their power to get their way. If you're in a blended family, y'all need to make sure that all the adults are involved are all on the same page. And I'm
Hmm.
saying this from experience. These little sons of bitches, especially the boys, they will tell you one thing, then turn around and go tell mom something else, and then they get double the shit. I've caught my son doing that shit.
Well, that's because the kids know that y'all not communicating. The kids know that, oh, somebody want to be the good guy. Somebody wants, they want to be the good one in the eyes. And sometimes when people go through a breakup, they start overly compensating, like doing things extra for the kids. Oh, I got to do a little bit more because I feel bad that I'm not with their dad anymore, or their mom anymore. And instead of, you know, doing what they're supposed to do together as parents and co-parent effectively, and make sure that child mental and everything is together, they throw in extra gifts or let them do a little extra stuff, or they want to be the fun house.
Yep.
You can stay up all night here. You can play the
Yep.
game all day here.
hmm And it's that's when, like for me, I had to realize, okay, me and her need to have a talk, and we need to have an understanding as when he's asking for something, check with me first, because this
Hmm.
boy is two steps from being a goddamn supervillain. And it's like, hey, dad, could you order me such and such? Can you cash at me? I'll get it. And then hit mom up for the same thing. So now he done got extra money on the side. that he only deserve because I got to chase him around for his fucking schoolwork. So it's like it's important with these blended families or whatever you got going on that all the adults come together and have conversations.
Hmm.
And most importantly, you check that little fucking kid about the whole "you ain't my mom" statement. You check them
Right.
hard on that shit. All right, let's get to some comments before we go on to the next portion, which is about sex. Got a couple good ones before we get up out of here. To the Facebook business page first. Lena Lane says, "Tell them five." That's from a couple topics ago. Jojo Red says, "Grumpy Potter activated." Well, you know what? Sweet Talk with Auntie Sugar says, "Exactly, grumpy." Yeah, okay. You know what, y'all too? Jojo also says, "That was me as a kid." Yep, I believe you. And Sweet Talk with Auntie Sugar says, "These badass kids." Yes, indeed. Um, okay, my page isn't updating. All right, so those of you who commented on the Facebook group, I'll be back to you because I'm having technical difficulties. All right, so let's go on to the sex talk. You ready? You ready, Queen? Maybe you can help this brother because I don't know what the fuck to say to
Mm.
him. He says, "Call me creepy, brother Hop." He says, "My girlfriend wants me to talk more during sex, but I don't know what to say. What should I do?"
Oh my goodness. We had this conversation. First of all, if you if
Oh God damn it!
I mean it's not that hard to talk. You don't first of all, you know your mate, you know what they like. Talk about what you're gonna do to her. Before you do it to her, just see what the body language is all about. If the body language is moving and talking like it's supposed to be talking, then you're doing it right. Don't overthink it. That's the problem. People be in their own head in their own way, you know. And certain people have these higher expectations on what how things supposed to be. Um, and you're not supposed to be overthinking it. Let it flow. You know what she like for you to do to her. You know what you about to do to her. Say it. Let her talk back. Have a conversation. Communication is key. Communication is very important in all aspects of your life, even sex. They always
Hmm.
ask this question. It's not that hard.
How,
You
how,
know,
how I'm my girlfriend wants me to talk more during sex, but I don't know what to say.
yeah, she's showing some asking you what your chore list is for tomorrow. What time you gotta be to work? What you think she want to talk about?
I can't help you, brother. I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say to you. Um, I don't know. Uh, I, how do you help a motherfucker talk during fucking? How do you help somebody? What could I possibly say? What you doing fucking quiet? That's what I want to know. Or you fucking in the basement of the church and you don't want nobody to hear you? Why are you so quiet when you fucking?
That's why she want him to talk.
Listen,
Communicate with her. Tell her how she making you feel. What you gonna do to her? Like, come on. Look, I would
let
have got up. We would have never finished the session.
let me give you some game, bro. Go to Pornhub, type in Wesley Pipes. That's the dude who taught most of us how to talk good shit while we fucking.
But now,
That's
if you want to
God
talk that shit,
damn.
be able to back it up now. So don't get her excited. Like you want to do some things so you don't deliver. Stay in your lane. Know
I
what you're
don't know,
capable
man. I think you're a
of.
serial killer. Dudes who
How
fuck
how
quietly are serial killers.
how old is she? That's the question. How long y'all been together? That's another question.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
Okay. This one is from Malika, and she says, "Hey y'all, I'm from Philly, but I just moved to Lancaster, PA, and I met a guy. We've been talking about 6 months, so I finally decided to give him some cheeks. He begins to tell me about something he's really into. It's called soaking. Now, I know there's a lot of kink shit going on y'all show, and I did a little research, but I'm not getting clear answers. Could y'all please tell me what the fuck is soaking and why is it so many people over here doing that shit?"
Well, soaking. Ain't that's when they just in there, but they not really doing too much. Like,
Hmm. You ain't
like
doing nothing. You just in
you
there.
you just you're just in there. You're just
That's
sitting
the,
there.
that's the
I
Mormon
don't see the
shit.
fun in that. Um, see, first of all, this goes with that conversation. You gave him some already. Y'all supposed to have that conversation. What are you into? What you like? What you don't like? You know. So he would. I mean, I wonder if he quiet while he doing that. Like, like her old boy is. Um, yeah. So it's basically he's just in it. He's not doing anything. He's not moving. He's not humping. He's not nothing. He's just there, resting in it. Um, that's why you're not getting much when you're researching because there's not much to tell. It's absolutely doing nothing, but just being there.
I, I'm very well versed in it. That's something that you know done in my past life. It's a in some instances you can use it as a form of punishment in the BDSM community. But most of the research, when you look it up, you're going to find that it's you're going to see a lot of the Mormon Church. That's how they were dealing with their chastity issues. They would just soak. They wouldn't thrust. They wouldn't come to a climax or any form of orgasm. It was just stay in there, sitting still for
Mm,
hours.
mm.
Now, okay. But yeah, you're in Lancaster. There's a lot of Amish and weird shit going up there, so I'm not shocked. Best of luck to you. Um, tell them to move back and forth. That's the best I can tell you. Um, all right. This one is from Malcolm from Southwest. He says, "Okay, I need to go longer. So my wife and I don't have a supersexual relationship. We don't get it on we don't get it on every very often, okay? But when we do, it's like 5 minutes of pumping, and then I can't go without coming. Any tips that you guys can offer to help me go past the 5 minute mark? I'm almost embarrassed to write this in. And no, my name ain't Malcolm because y'all ain't gonna be teasing me by my real cover. It ain't Bugs Bunny. You rabbit fucking some bitch. Let me stop playing.
First of all, foreplay is very important. First, and then another thing is get your
Did you tell this
get you one.
motherfucker? I'm
He
sorry.
said he don't. He said he
This
don't last
motherfucker can't
long.
last. This motherfucker said he can't last 5 minutes. You told him to do some foreplay.
He got to do foreplay. Maybe he can get her off before. Maybe if he gets her off
Oh,
before, that won't be an issue. But you also need to get you
oh,
off one before you actually do it. I don't know if
oh
it.
my
See,
god.
that's the thing I need to know. I need to know: is it all the time 5 minutes, or is it because he's not getting one off beforehand? Like it's the second one longer?
Oh,
Because maybe
Queen
he
made
going
sure. She made sure to
listen.
get make sure the lady get her shit off. My man telling you I'm having troubles. But foreplay so she can get her shit off. Fuck your problems.
No, what? Because I mean, why should they both? I mean, why should he be satisfied and not her?
Oh man, old Jiffy Pop can't last 5 minutes. Hey, go eat some pussy. That'll do it.
That's right. Please her. Do some foreplay.
Oh
Meet your
shit.
friend Palmer before the session start. You need to go in the bathroom and meet Palmer, and maybe the second one will last longer. If you know that first one is not. Also, you need to see if something is medically wrong with you.
Yo, take your ass to the doctor. Hey doc, I can't fuck past 5 minutes. What's wrong with me? And you, between you and Auntie Sugar, she told me to go see the doctor and get the blue pill.
What? Hey,
I
no
swear to
bad.
God.
Auntie Sugar, no
Oh
bad
man.
advice. See what the
All right,
issue is. Listen, well, what's your advice?
all right, fellas.
Because
All
we're not
y'all
supposed to worry about
dudes,
ourselves.
all y'all dudes who be sitting here kicking my back and be talking about I'm hard on the brothers. I want y'all to hear this. This man asked for some help for his 5 minute microwave popcorn bowl of oatmeal Quaker Oats dick. And she immediately went straight to helping the women.
All right.
So
So
I
so when
want
they
y'all to
have that
remember that.
hunger issue, so and remember it and make sure y'all write it down. Keep the advice in your back pocket in case y'all need it one day. Because people act like they don't. Sex is important. It's not the
Yeah, it
most
is.
important thing, but it's important. So now she not being pleased because you giving her 5 minutes or less. So why not?
Oh
If
man.
you're gonna come fast, why not please her? He didn't
Yeah.
say he wasn't pleased. He said he can't last long.
Yeah.
So get your
Fucking
woman
like a
right.
rabbit.
Right, slow
Fuck,
down.
fucking, he says, I got like 5 minutes of pumping and then I can't go without coming.
And say, so make sure your woman is good if you know you have that problem. But like I said, maybe it's just the first one. He don't know because he's five and done. So let's test it. Get you one off and then go. Listen, yes, I'm worrying about the woman too.
Oh man. My man Troy said to let nigga to jack off like 3 times a day. That'll get him straight. All right. Just will the blue pill work? Yes, it'll get you hard, but we don't know what else is going on because you could get rock hard and you still have the goddamn 5 minute issue. Getting back up and then still have another 5 minute issue. So this isn't an issue with getting it up. This is an issue with you lasting longer. I recommend dick rings. Get yourself some dick rings. Yes, train your meats by masturbating. And teaching yourself how to you gotta reteach yourself how to fuck properly. And not only that, you need to learn how to fuck with a cock ring or a dick ring. Or two. Some of you niggas need two. Um, it'll
Try
help you
vibrating.
last longer. Yeah, you get the vibrating ones that way while you're in there for your 30 seconds, your 5 minutes or whatever. Um, damn, just think about it. That's the fucking King Kong trailer for the this motherfucker can't last past the trailer of a movie. I'm sorry, that's not right. Um, yes, cock ring, cock ring, cock ring, and masturbate in the cock ring because you got to now teach yourself how to last longer so you can please her and please yourself. Because the average woman ain't into that 5 minute shit, and that little motherfucking that little boy in the mail room at her job looking good as shit. That nigga 10 years younger, looking good as shit. Yeah, he can go. So you better fix the problem, or she gonna fix the problem. Oh man, let's see. Okay, Chris says, "Am I selfish if I decide to end my relationship with a sexual partner who I depended a lot on when I feel like I am being caged?" What the fuck?
Right.
What the fuck, Chris? Come on. I guess we could try to decipher this goddamn word salad. Am I selfish if I decide to end my relationship with a sexual partner who I depended a lot on when I feel like I am being caged?
Do he mean trapped or?
I mean, we're kind of a kinky show. Maybe he's in a real cage.
Uh,
Um, um, I, are you being
um,
caged, Chris? I don't know how we can help you. You're dependent a lot on when I feel like I'm being caged. All right. Well, if you can make sense to that, I'm sorry I even read that shit, Chris. Um,
I don't know.
um. All right. This is Jackie. Jackie says she went through her man's phone and found out he was heavily into femboy porn. And she was mad at first. They talked it out. He swears he's never did anything with a man, but he does get off on watching men fuck other men. So we're planning on doing some things like pegging because I want to see how far I can take it. I just realized that I'm really turned on by gay porn, and I'm going to experiment this new adventure with my man. I know this is going to be a question, but this is my confession. What are your thoughts, and is there any tips you could give me to turn this up to the next level? Well, fuck, I I,
Mm, mm,
I would think I
then,
can.
um, wait. So
Think I
she
can.
caught, she caught him watching. She caught him watching the femboy porn. Well, no, she didn't catch him watching it. He didn't even tell her. She just happened to find it in his search
With
engine.
phone. Hmm.
Right. So he wasn't going to share it with you. So he's hiding it. So he feels like it's something wrong with it, or maybe something you wouldn't approve of. How do it go from him just enjoying watching it to pegging, and he's okay with that? He needs to have a conversation with himself and be honest with himself
Well,
because
she said that's what they did. They had a conversation, and she found out some things, but he said he's never did the act himself. So now, after the conversation, she realized that okay, this is turning on her on. So she's pulling him into this weirdness. Well, I don't want to call it weird, but she's pulling him into this kink.
she not pulling him into pegging. She want to believe she pulling him into it. He letting her suggest it first, but that is something he want to do. And she need to be honest. That's why I say he need to have a conversation with himself and be honest with himself whether he like men or not. Because I don't know any straight men that watch gay porn, like two men, and get off of on it.
Yeah, I don't.
So, um, thanks for the confession. Your man is bi. He likes both. Um, and you don't have to talk him into pegging. He's into it. He wants to do it, but he just wants you to suggest it. He was doing cartwheels and backflips in his head when you suggested it.
Yippee!
He's giving a little resistance because he wants you to fully believe that he's not into men. But have fun, enjoy, but just know he's not being honest and you're not being honest with yourself either. Don't be in denial.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I don't think I can help you too much in this particular situation. And how to turn it up and not shit. You're pegging and you're talking about you're exploring and you're on off on your. You have taken control. You have literally taken over this man's fantasies and you're making it real for him. Because if a motherfucker lets you peg him, he down for everything. So in a minute, y'all gonna be having a dude over there and he gonna give him no the White Howard. So have fun, enjoy it. My thing is now that the cat's out the bag and everybody's on the same page, you guys can have fun. Just do it safe and protect yourself and knock yourself out.
He's not into
Oh boy.
men. He's not into. Who are you kidding?
All right. This one is from an anonymous person. He wants to remain anonymous. He says, my partner has told me stories of her orgasms with her ex, but she hasn't achieved one with me. Recently, I gave her the best sex according to my abilities, and she didn't get an orgasm. Am I anxious about this, or just insecurity is building up? I can't figure it out. What should I do?
Listen, first of all, she ain't got no business bragging about the next man and what the next man did did to her and how he made her feel. Um, and knowing he hasn't done it yet, and it don't seem like he may not, what may never do it. Um, she's still caught up on old boy. Um, mm, like he's going to be insecure because here you got to keep hearing about what her ex did to her. Um, and he can't even do it. Yeah, he's going to be insecure. Um, I would have been like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear about what you and no other nigga what he did to you. What? Oh God.
Well, I get why he's. I mean, that don't bother. It never bothered me.
Well, it,
You
it
know,
bothers him.
yeah, it bothers him because he hasn't. I can see where the insecurities coming from. She shared stories of sexual accomplishments, and you haven't achieved those accomplishments yet.
Hmm.
So, what should you do?
I mean,
Communicate,
I was about
figure
to
it
ask.
out, and give
Yeah.
her the fucking orgasms. When you're able to start making her come, all those insecurities are going to go away. So, instead of writing us, you should be having a
Ask her.
conversation and figuring out what are you doing wrong that's not making her come. Because he says, I gave her the best sex according to my abilities.
Mm.
That's according to your abilities, but not according to her. Did she tell you it was the best sex?
But look, and
I
this is
doubt
what
it.
she go wrong at too. She should be telling him too. Because one thing about me is you gonna learn something. I'm gonna
See,
let you know what I like.
this is what we've been talking about for years on this show. He's saying I gave her the best sex according to my abilities and she didn't get an orgasm.
She ain't like
You
what you was
are
doing.
you are basing it off of your perspective.
Hmm.
I noticed you didn't write in to tell us what she had to say about it. Because think about it, a lot of these motherfuckers learned how to fuck from watching Pornhub. They be on Pound Town on a train with no brakes flying, thinking that they beating the cheeks up and I'm giving her the best dick ever. The whole time she's just letting you get the shit off because she loves you. She ain't busting no nuts. She ain't doing nothing. She just meat,
It couldn't have been me.
right? So we got to get out of the my abilities. Yes, if you know you got abilities, cool, but your abilities don't mean shit if you ain't getting to the goal line. It's just that simple. What good is a fucking car with no gas in it? Great fucking car, brand new off the lot, but you ain't got no gas in it. It ain't going no fucking where. Communicate with your woman, figure it out, start understanding her body a little bit better. Because all I heard is the words of a selfish man. Your abilities. The fuck? We get her on the show, she probably be like, man,
He's like, I'm trying. I'm doing it the best of my ability. No, you're not.
um,
You're getting off.
all right, this next one is from Kia. Kia says, hey guys, I remember a show where I heard Hakim say, fuck getting the nudes, show me your last sex tape. I took that advice, and guess what? It made my sex life a lot better. But now here's the problem. His dick, and the guy I'm dating, by the way, is way too big. And he showed me all of his sex tapes. And them bitches was taking it like a champ. I can't take it. I'm trying to figure out how can I take a dick that's at least 10 inches.
Well, I can't help you with that one. You
Hmm,
want to have
why can't you help her, Queen?
listen, but listen. If she can't take it, I mean, all right. Certain things ain't for everybody. If she can't take it, like pain. I mean, it's supposed to be pleasurable. Pleasurable. It does not supposed to be like excruciating pain. I mean, it's a such thing. It's too much for certain people. I mean, did she try and tell him to slow it down? Like just because he did it to let him know I have walls. I can't do it. I can't take it like they taking it. You know, be honest with him. You still want it. It's still gonna be good to you. But she's saying it's too big. What you want me to say for him to knock the bottom out? What you want
Yeah.
me to tell him? Let him knock the bottom and bruise you and damage you. So when he leave you, nobody else gonna be able to satisfy. Like, nah, I ain't gonna.
I stole I stole IT Sugar's line earlier. I'm gonna steal it again. You can get the tread off them tires.
Listen, I can't listen. Mm-mm. She said it's too big. She want to be able to enjoy it too.
Mm, mm,
She
mm.
don't want to be in the ER or on bed rest for 3 days every time she has sex with him. You got lube and stuff like that, but that don't seem to be the problem. It's too much for her. She said it's too much for her. Look, she look at them tapes like, oh, I don't know, girl, I can't hang.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Oh, I'm happy that you were able to get something out of my advice. Um, but yeah, man, if this is the man you want, and you got to figure out a way to take it, or have a conversation with him that hey, you can't go deep. You can't push my cervix back 5 fucking feet.
That's easier said than done because when they're in that moment, they're in that moment.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know too many men who's gonna listen. They're gonna go to Pound Town. They in Pound Town. Um, so I guess time and practice. You have to make a decision. I'm going to try to take it, or I'm going to try to get him to understand that I can't take it. That's up to you to decide.
Let me know how that works out.
I can't help you with that one.
That's not something we can control. Like it is what that's exactly is what it is. You know.
Okay. All right. Monica from Raleigh says, okay, I need y'all expert opinion. She says, I bought a 6-inch dildo about a week ago and I've been playing around with it recently. I've been able to take the full length without much issue, but just can't seem to get over the edge. I don't know what she means. Am I doing something wrong? I've tried all sorts of positions. I've put it on my shower wall. I've manually inserted it, but none of it works. Am I just not hitting the prostate or what the fuck?
Wait.
Wait, motherfucker, got me. You know what, Monica or Manny, whatever the fuck your name is, don't do this shit again. Let me go to the next one. Motherfucker, got me, Queen.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Got
Okay.
me. See, this is what happens. I'm reading these. I don't pre-read them. I'm reading them live for the first time, and this is the problem with a live show. Fucking son of a bitch. Um, Hope you ain't no bleeding. Anyway, my boss wants to have sex with me. This person wants to remain anonymous. At least I know who the fuck this person is. I ain't gonna say your name. My boss wants to have sex with me. She talks a lot about herself, even the intimate parts that's going on in her bedroom. Is there any way to be more sure about this before I approach her? Or should I keep listening and see if she's just going to come out and say it?
First of all, I go to work to work. I'm not sleeping with nobody I work with because you're gonna make the if it don't work out, it's gonna be uncomfortable. Or what if somebody don't take that it's not working out very well? Oh, and your boss, somebody that controls your paychecks, your hours, your mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I would not encourage. First, isn't that sexual harassment? Isn't that a
Yeah.
lawsuit? That's a
Who you work
lawsuit.
for? who,
That's a
who you work
lawsuit.
for? Yeah.
Um. Oh no, I wouldn't even. No, wouldn't touch it. Wouldn't try it. Wouldn't interact with it. Entertain it in any type of way. Um. I would let it be known that I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to talk that way with you. Like, oh, I can't give no advice on that because I'm listen because ain't nobody gonna be saying, well, y'all said, and now they ain't got no job,
Mm-mm.
or it could be flipped around and then you'll have a sexual harassment case on you or something. No, 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 no.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but no, don't do it, good brother. Don't do it. Say no. Um,
It was the very first opening for me that I was like, oh, I don't have anything for this person.
yeah, don't do it. It's we all have this. Well, most men have this thing where it's a great fantasy scene in our heads, right? But if you get caught up in the moment, you're going to do it and you're going to regret it later. So don't, because let's say you do it and you knock the lining out that pussy, and she start acting funny, and then things don't work out, and y'all separate and y'all move. You know what I mean? You stop, and then you got all this negative tension, and this is the person you report to at work.
Hmm.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't know what
So
somebody is like outside of work.
yeah.
Mm, 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 mm.
Um. All right. This one is from Sherelle. Sherelle says, "Hey guys, real quick question. How and what can I do to make my man crazy in the bedroom? I have tried every position. Bear in mind, I'm a yoga instructor here in Philly, but let me tell you, I put this man in everything. The dick is good, the stroke is good, the stamina is good. Our average sex time is over an hour, but I am still seem to get him to go absolutely crazy. What do you think I should do?" Well, fuck.
Mm. Trying to hurt no feelings here, nothing like that. But I mean, what? And this goes back just like with the last, with the last
Yeah.
question. What do he like? You're doing everything that you feel like you should be doing, that he should be getting this big reaction from and going crazy for. What do he like? I keep telling people what worked for the last may not work for the person you're with now or in the future because people like different things. Um, he probably don't care that you could stretch or what type of ways you could bend and what positions you could be in. Maybe it's something that he likes a certain way that he's not getting. Ask him. Express when if you're having sex with someone and you can't have a conversation with them about your sex life and what's right with it, what's wrong with it. it's a problem, a big problem. Like, I don't understand why people just they be so afraid to talk sex with somebody you having sex with.
I'll never understand that shit. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell.
Mm-mm.
We together, and I can't relay all my desires, all my fantasies, all my kinks, all my fetishes. You gonna find out all that shit during the dating process.
Right. Because I need to know I'm not
So
wasting my time. I need to know you're into what I'm into before I go. Because, like, I'm going to say it time and time again. Y'all going to hear me say it a million times more. I would rather have a non existing sex life before I have a boring and unfulfilling one. Not going to do it.
yeah,
Not.
my question is, how the hell you a yoga instructor and you can't get this man to bust off after an hour? What the fuck? Before an hour? You all that flexible, doing all that real fly shit, and the downward doggy, the dragon, the talking monkey, and all this shit. And you listen, if you can do all that shit, I don't need an hour. Hour hour means round two. So I suggest you start working on the Kegels. Go get yourself some Kegel exercise toys, and when you're doing them splits and all that flexibility shit, grip the dick and turn
And,
it loose. Then grip
and
it
maybe
again.
maybe he don't need all that. Maybe he don't need all that. Just like, how they be like, they see a dancer and they feel like, oh, just because that person is a dancer, that they know how to fuck. And it don't be it.
Oh, let me tell you, you're so right. Because ain't nothing worse than having your eye on that dancer, that stripper, or whatever, and you get it and it's trash. The worst feeling in the world. Mm-mm.
Right.
But she has made him accustomed to, she brought up the yoga exercises. She's an
Mm-hmm.
instructor or whatever. That means you are completing that aspect of his fantasy. And the other side of it is some dudes just have longevity. They can go for a good period of time without busting. That's not a bad thing unless it's bad for you. How to make him crazy? Do some shit you ain't did before. Put both
Right,
of his
right
balls in
there.
your mouth at one time and hum. Right? Fuck a fucking yeah. Grab a goddamn a pineapple and cover him in it and lick it off and shit out a fruit salad. I don't know. Piss on him. Do something. Do something that you ain't doing right now. Right?
Mm-mm-mm.
It's give him some anal.
Ladies, when you can control the muscles in the vagina, you control the world.
Man, them Kegels could make or break a situation. You're gripping that dick, and you're turning it loose, and you're doing yoga poses. You're going up and coming down and grip, and then you're going up and letting it go. Man, that motherfucker gonna lose his mind. So write back and tell us if you tried it. Um, this is whew, that was a good one. What do we do?
Something that's
Uh,
right. Mm-mm-mm.
okay. So Corey got a question for the ladies. He says, "What do you do? I'm sorry. What do you ladies here think the length of a session should be? There's times we can go 20 minutes, and I feel like I went too quick, but most of the time the sessions can go 45 to an hour, and sometimes I feel like it's too much for her. Like, do I just wait for her to tell me when to finish? I feel like oh holy shit. I feel like I want to give her more because it's far and few between when it does happen. I plan on asking her what she wants, but I just thought I asked for some consensus from the ladies who are in the audience." Okay, Corey.
Well, um, well,
It's
I'm
a lot of
glad that
shit.
he gonna ask her. But see, that's the thing is, it, we don't know. But see, the thing is, he said he thinks 20 minutes is too short. and 45 minutes to an hour is too long. Um, and what he said, far in between. So that means they don't see each other that much.
Mm.
So it's like when they get together, they trying to get it in as much as they can because they don't know when the next time they're gonna have sex or see each other.
Mm-hmm.
So and sometimes them 20 minutes may be enough. It's all what you're doing in that time frame. Whether it's 20 minutes or hour, because somebody could be drilling somebody for an hour and ain't doing shit. You know? So it all
Yep.
depends on what you're doing in that 20 minutes or that 45 minutes or that hour. So if y'all trying to get the most out of your sex life because y'all don't get to um have sex that often, then make sure you're doing what each other likes. So you both, and he said he want to give her more.
Mm,
he
mm,
want
mm.
he want to give her more. Ask her how long is good enough for her. Ask her what if she's getting enough, or if she wants more, if she had enough. But I stand by. It depends what you're doing in that time frame, and if both of y'all got off. You don't ask if you want. You don't know when your mate wants some more. Or a breather. Like maybe you taking a break. I don't mean she finished. Or maybe she is finished for the night. But both people are supposed to be satisfied because now he's saying he want to give her more. Don't kill her, you
Mm,
know.
mm, mm.
But had that conversation because if he want to give her more, that means he's not satisfied when he doesn't feel like he gave her enough. You know, you will know
Mm.
if she wants some more. Start kissing her neck, touching her again. She'll give you all the signs whether she want more or not.
Yeah. I'm I say my personal opinion, go 45 and make sure that 45 is good for her as it is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how about this? Ask her, god damn it. You want to go ask a bunch of damn strangers before you go ask her, and you fucking her for 20 to 45 minutes to an hour. Is it me or the people don't
Mm-mm-mm.
communicate when they fuck no more?
Right.
And I'm
That's
the grumpy potter.
that's these selfish, that's the selfish lovers that really in that moment they only worrying about them, and then now you thinking about it after the fact. You should have been thinking about that shit when you was in the act, in that moment when it happened.
Mm, mm, mm.
Don't think about it now after. Did I give her enough? You ask her. You had enough? You want some more? Like it's not that hard.
Oh man, yeah.
Or her mouth gonna tell you, her body gonna tell you.
Yeah, it's like you got to ask yourself if you're going to go 45 minutes to an hour, how much of it is she enjoying, right? Because you're asking us about her and how
Right.
you proceed to fuck her. So we're gonna ask you some common sense questions. How how many times did she go through convulsions? How many times did she moan?
Convulsions.
Pay attention to her. This is a very because here's the thing: you don't even really have to ask because you can just pay attention to her body when you stroke it. Now, if she's sitting there looking at her fucking watch and answering her emails and shit while she bent over and fucking watching Grey's Anatomy with the side eye, you ain't doing something right for 45 goddamn minutes.
Or not saying
Heck,
anything.
yeah, you just quiet. You like the other motherfucker, quiet fuck.
Right. Just there.
Let me tell you something. I slide in you and you quiet, I'm packing up and I'm leaving. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. This ain't gonna work. Appreciate you for your
Mm-mm.
time. How the hell you fuck quiet? That's just ridiculous.
Oh God.
All right.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, we got two more, and then
Okay.
I'm taking my ass to bed. I'm tired. Um. All right. This one is in the BDSM category. This person wants to know, says, "Don't say my name, Hop." And he says, "I recently found out that my wife, who is a sub, got invited to a collaring party. Oh shit! And I found out late, by the way. She
Mm,
told her homie that she was going to go. When I found out, I shut that shit down. Now she's angry with me and she's misbehaving, which I shall punish her for. But
mm.
am I wrong for shutting it down, for not knowing and finding out at the last minute? Please advise.
Nope, you're not wrong. Because why would she
Okay, cool.
agree and going around telling people she going somewhere and she ain't discussing with you? What's wrong with her?
Hmm.
Or maybe she wanted you to find out so she can be disciplined. Mm, mm,
I've been in something similar before, but um,
okay.
I was moving vanilla, and I was with someone who was vanilla. They got invited. They did tell me about it, and I kind of gave my thoughts and opinions on it. I wasn't with that shit because I already know what goes down, and I already know what that implies. Um, because sometimes what'll happen is a dom will groom his submissive friends to be a part of his clique, right? Because usually when you're a good dom and you have a good submissive woman, she'll submit to you and then she will bring her friends along for the ride. And then one day you'll pick your head up and you got five of them in your kitchen walking around butt naked making you eggs and bacon. That is quite possible. It's quite doable. It's very doable and it's very common. So yes, he shut that shit down as any Dom would because hey, you should be talking to me. Or the minute you got that invite, you supposed to brought it to me to ask permission. Can you go?
Right.
And I'm going to be there with your monkey ass. So ain't no funny business going to go down. So, but nah, you ain't wrong. You handled that right. Um. All right. This last one. This last one. Okay. My my girl. My girl decided to. This person doesn't want to be named. I'm sorry. Recently, my girl decided to swallow me for the first time after being in a relationship for 3 years. I was able to come anywhere and everywhere from inside to outside, facials, everything. But for a treat for my birthday, she swallowed and she hated it. She spent 2 days telling me how much she hated the taste of my nut. What the fuck can I do to change that? Because I love that swallow shit. My soul left my body, went around the world 4 times, and jumped back in me. I need that back in my life, but I gotta change the way my nut tastes. What do you guys suggest?
Taking care of yourself. Change. Watch how you eating. Take your vitamins. You know, just watch what you're putting inside your body because it is going to affect that. You can't be smoking, drinking, not eating right, all of that, and think and think it's supposed to be all good. That's what you can do. Um, I mean, that's my advice.
Yeah, I um I agree. What you put in your body will definitely affect um how your nut tastes. So if you want her to do this for you, and you want her to have a good experience, you want to keep that pleasure, that enjoyment, stop fucking the Newports. Stop drinking the cheap liquor. Stop eating garbage. You know what I mean? You have to put things into your system that is going to be healthy for you. That way you'll have a healthy nut, which won't taste like garbage, from what the women tell me. I know the science of it, but I hear the women side of it. Like, yeah, my man love when I swallow, but I hate it. I usually make sure I'm drinking when I do it. I'm like, well, goddamn, you gotta get drunk to swallow nut. That's bad. Make that motherfucker change his diet. So, Queen, you there?
I'm here. I agree. You can hear me?
Hello?
I'm here. You can hear me? You can't hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey, Queen, you there? Queen, you there? Hey, Queen?
I'm
Hello, hello,
here.
hello. There we go. All right.
Okay.
Woo!
I'm still saying, I'm like, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, I completely got knocked off the system.
Uh,
Um, Somebody's head is going to roll after this. I don't know what y'all heard or didn't hear because I was talking my ass off. That I realized, hey, I'm knocked off the system.
no, we heard you. You were saying change the way that he's eating. What women told you how it is. They got to get drunk. We heard you.
Oh, okay, good. All right,
Yeah.
all right. I got knocked off. Had a little interference. But yeah, man, you have to change how you live in order to get your woman to enjoy that taste. Long story short. Um, all right, let's knock out these last little bit of comments, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Uh, T Sugar says, "How was sex quiet? Soaking. Oh my goodness. Go see your doctor. Get that blue pill." Lena Lane says, "Try a cock ring."
Hmm.
T Sugar says, "Cock rings can't be on too long. Be careful." Shit, want to bet? Um, I'll take 5 minutes. Later Lane says, "Anal ease duns the tip." Oh shit. Um, him and his. I'm sorry. Auntie Sugar says him and his wife should go to a sex shop. He may be in a codependent relationship. Girl, he is into men.
Right.
Auntie Sugar's. I'm sorry. Lena Lane says, it's all in the pussy control. Swallow it like a snake. It's a meal. Oh shit. Auntie Sugar says you need to ask her how long she wants her sex,
Right.
and we can hear you. Over in the Facebook group, um, Annette Mary Bell says he needs to take care of her needs first, then do his 5 minutes. Okay, she's siding with you. Um, she also says, really enjoying the show, nephew and Queen Vi. Well, we appreciate you,
Thank
Auntie, for showing
you.
up.
Mm.
Appreciate you, appreciate you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I got for this week, Queen. Um, I think we're gonna do something special for the next one. We wasn't filthy and nasty enough, so
Oh God.
I think I've been getting a lot of. When are we going to do our slutty confession show again? So if you got some slutty ass confessions, send them in, inbox them. You can email us at Queen Vibes Reality Talk at gmail.com. You can inbox us. You can inbox the Facebook page at Queen Vibe Reality Talk. You can hit the DM on Instagram. However you want, just send it in. And I want to hear your confessions. I won't give your names out, and I'll
Right.
keep your nasty ass secrets.
Okay. Shout outs before we head out.
Oh man! Shout out to Lena Lane. Shout out to Sweet Talk with Auntie Sugar. An amazing. Let me tell you both. Amazing show last night. Amazing job, Queen Vi. Shout out to Miss Tarika. Shout out to Miss April. You guys put on a clinic last night. If you missed the show, going over to Sweet Talk with Auntie Sugar on Facebook or YouTube and go look at that live from last night. The ladies did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Um, so great conversation to close out Women's History Month. Um, Shout out to Internet Maribel. Appreciate your auntie. Shout out to Tia Lockett, Barbara Phillips, the entire NAF squad. You know who you are. Appreciate y'all. And if I missed you, I apologize.
Hezzy.
But I'm tired. Oh, and Brother Hezzy. Shout out to good Brother Hezzy.
Yeah. So, and again, thanks for having me, Auntie Shika. I enjoyed myself. It was a good time. You sipping my wine, getting tipsy, talking about everything. I said, wait, hold up. I'm gonna have to slow down on the wine. Hmm. But I enjoyed myself. Can't wait to do it again. So, on that note, make sure you're following us on our pages. Invite others um, to to follow us or like the page. Um, any questions? As you can see, we got y'all. Any topics y'all want to talk about? Anybody want to be a guest? Feel free, reach out. So, on that note, that concludes our show for tonight. Until next time, good night, everybody.
Peace, y'all.